Guys, how's everybody doing? I hope we're all doing well. And I apologize if it's terrifying because StreamYard said, "Congratulations, you're now broadcasting in 1080p." And I was like, "Oh, that's probably should have put some makeup on for that." But anyway, so we are here, and it's Thursday, and Thursdays are either antisocial guy or I talk to one of our members. And today we are talking to the paper princess herself. We were talking to Amy Stillwaggon. So I'm going to bring Amy on out, and she can introduce herself. Give me 1 second. There we go. Not the Hey, how are you?
Hey, Jonathan, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. So why don't you introduce everybody to who you are and what you do? And
all right.
The paper princess.
I am Amy Stillwaggon. I'm the paper princess at Newburgh Envelope. I've owned Newburgh Envelope. I think it's 6 years now. It's a fourth generation family owned and operated business right in Newburgh on Chadwick Lake.
Very cool. And what else should people know about you? Give them something special about you, Amy.
Something special about me. Hey, Rich, how are you? Let's see. Something special about me. I don't know. I don't think I'm okay. Nothing special. Nothing special.
You're killing me. All right.
You're yang. I'm the
yeah, there's that.
There's that.
So let's see. Why don't you tell people a little bit about what you've been doing on social media lately that has been working for you? Because I know you've had some successes recently. So
I have. Okay, so I absolutely love networking. Absolutely love networking. I love meeting people and finding out what they do and why they do it and what excites them about what they do. Why do they wake up every morning? And I have to say, during COVID, it's really been tough because I'm that person that I have like a minimum number of words that I need to meet a day, handshakes and hugs I need to give, and I'm lacking that. So that interpersonal communication is really lacking for me in networking, right? And so I was saying to Jonathan, I just don't have that. And my social media, it's great, but I feel like I'm just speaking into the air. I'm just like putting a message out there in the universe and like waiting for somebody to hear it or waiting for it to bounce off a wall and come back to me. I don't know what's happening. So basically, Jonathan said, hey, it's social media. Like that's literally the definition of it. So are you engaging with the people who are commenting on your posts? And I'm like, well, no, they're just comments. And I'm like, So over the past, I don't know, I'm going to say 4 weeks, I've really been focusing on if someone likes something, follows me, comments something, really, I mean, especially the people who are taking the time to follow me, they've obviously seen something on my page that they liked. So I literally send them a message that says, hey, thanks for the follow. And I can't tell you how many conversations I've gotten into. And just in the last 4 weeks, at least 2 of those have been opportunities to build a bigger relationship. So whether that is provide a quote to someone or potentially link them up with someone else in my network and just provide more value. So I'm getting that social interaction that I was lacking through my
on social media. It's crazy.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Well, and so many people don't think of social media as that. I think that's kind of a really important point is people don't see social media as social, even though it's in the name. But it's all about building relationships and finding the opportunity to build those relationships and grow and learn about people and see what they're struggling with. For me, when people start to follow me, I'll message them and I'll see, hey, what's going on? What's happening? What's good for you on social media? What doesn't work for you on social media? If I could do one thing that would make your life so much better, what would it be? What are those things that I can help you with? Because that is part of building that relationship and learning about people and getting to know what they're doing so that you can help them and build those important relationships. Especially, a great place to build your following is just start looking at local businesses and what they're doing and start following them, engaging with them, building off of that local, because they're here anyway. So you have that built in. Their customers have the potential to be your customers anyway.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Yeah. So what are you still struggling with on social media that I might be able to help you with?
Oh,
So what's your big question on social media that you're facing right now?
I mean, I feel like social media could consume my whole day, right? So despite having the content calendar and my photos and all of my posts, kind of, I know what I want to say. Once I'm engaged in social media, it's very hard to disengage, to go, okay, that's enough for today, right? So like, it's like sitting down to eat at a buffet, and it's like
all of it.
Right, all of it. I need to try everything here because there's no way I could ever come back in my life, right? So I mean, versus sitting down at the dinner table where you are presented with a plate of food and you're like, well, that's my meal, and when it's gone, right? So what
FOMO is a real thing. It's a real thing, and it's really about figuring out. One, time blocking is going to be huge, and that's how I try to do things. I always say engage on with people 15 to 30 minutes before you post, and then continue engaging 15 to 30 minutes after you post, because that's going to help your post get the engagement that you're hopefully looking for, because when you're engaging around the time and you're on that platform, that's going to help. Next, really look at the platforms that you're on and say, which ones am I going to get the biggest bang for my buck out of? Okay. Which ones? And, 3 is a good number. 3 is a good number to be on. Which ones are your 3 that you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck on? And many of you, unlike me, have the luxury of saying, I'm only going to be on these 3 platforms. I have to at least know what's going on all the platforms, which is exhausting. And I know that because in my role, I have to know all these different platforms. I know YouTube and Pinterest and LinkedIn and,
So I think the difference between that for you and me is that's your job, right? So
it's not yours.
All of the social media, right? And so you have to spend your time in all of these places. But the social media is like one little sliver of my job, and so disengaging with that to, actually get back to my emails, or the opposite happens. I end up going through my whole day focused on work, like 100%. And then
you're not on social.
I'm not on social media. I'm disengaged for the whole day. And it's like, okay, so I guess my follow-up question to that is, where is the breaking point, right? Where's the tipping point to where do it yourself versus hire or, let somebody else, a professional, really take care of it? Where's the tipping point, do you think?
1, when it's making you money, and 2, because there's certain platforms that you can't give up, because no matter what, you'll always have to be on Instagram, because you have to be the person that shows up and does lives on Instagram, and you'll have to be in your Facebook group because you're that person. So you could give Pinterest to anybody at any point. You could give LinkedIn to anybody pretty much at any point. When it starts to make you money and take away, and you doing it takes away from you doing the actual work, is probably about that breaking point. But it's hard for people because you still have to be on Instagram. You still have to be engaging on some of the platforms. Some of them you can leave. Others not as easily. Right. So yeah, that's a tough question.
Voice. You know what I mean? Like if I am my voice, then
right. And that's hard. I mean, I write in my clients' voices. That's, the whole point, but it's difficult sometimes, I can't show up in stories and be in my client's voice because they're going to see I'm not my client.
Right.
So some of that stuff becomes tricky. And a lot of social media managers won't take people on for Instagram only. Like, they won't take you on to do Instagram because Instagram is so personal. And, Clubhouse is going to be personal. You can't have somebody do your Clubhouse because it's your voice. So you can't, put together a room and say, yeah, I'm going to be there. And then I send Amy in to do my Clubhouse. It doesn't work that way. So that's going to be interesting. And then also, because everything gets rolled into Instagram, also remember, there's plenty of lessons to be learned over on Clubhouse on how to do certain things, but are you ready to really invest fully in Clubhouse when you know that Instagram's already working on a filler?
Right.
You should probably be learning how to do what is being done. I wish I was better at taking my own advice and spent more time on TikTok, because then Reels would be easier for me right now. And I didn't take my own advice, and Reels are difficult for me. But, we're learning.
And there's and
Yeah.
his kid. You're both.
Yeah. So, what else? So what else is going on over at Newberg Envelope? Anything fun? Any new programs? Anything people should know about?
So it's funny. I've been posting a lot and sharing a lot on our Facebook page that we have a bunch of new members coming into our virtual entrepreneur program right now. The program was born out of COVID last March, and really has expanded. I was talking to my clients, because that's what I do. I was talking to my clients, and a lot of them just said, yeah, we're transitioning, we're remote working, and because now I've got my child home, they're doing school from home now, and so just send me whatever to my home address rather than the work address. And I'm like, are you telling that to everybody or just me? And they said, oh no, just I'm home, so that's where to send it. I said, you do know that the regular public, the population on the interweb, is going to get your home address now. You have your child home during the day, somebody's knocking on the door that's not the UPS guy or the Amazon delivery guy. That's like screams red flag, like, no, thank you, to me. So the virtual entrepreneur program allows the business to live at Newberg Envelope, and then we accept your mail, your packages. I can't tell you how many people have told me they want me to just receive their packages because they're getting stolen off their porch, is what's happening. So I have people in the program for that as well. The program's a little bit more robust than that, but basically that's what we have, a big influx of people over the last, I would say 6 to 9 months. It's really become. So everybody from, I've got attorneys in the program, I've got direct sales representatives in the program, I've got independent contractors and insurance agents in the program. I have, an event planner in the program, just people who want to protect their home address from everybody, the creepers on the internet.
The creepers on the internet. So any exciting plans? By the way, guys, if you have any questions for Amy or for me in regards to anything we're talking about, please feel free to drop them over there in the comments, and I will take a look, and we'll, Amy will answer the ones you want for Amy. I'll answer the ones, and then yeah, so that's there. But any plans for the virtual entrepreneur program, which you're talking about, to expand, do anything special, looking for any fun with that?
Possibly, yes. But when it's safe, and when I have time to really discuss with my members what their comprehensive needs would be. So yes, expansion when it is safe, and really a focus on, I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I explained it like this. You're not a little kid and you grow up and you say, I want to be a surgeon when I grow up. And you don't grow up and want to be a surgeon because you want to cut into people, right? You want to be a surgeon because you want to help people and you want to make them healthier, right? Or give them a better life, or whatever kind of surgeon you are, right? I wasn't little, and I didn't grow up and say, I want to be a printer when I grow up. I didn't want to print things. But what Newberg Envelope is in the community, and what it can provide to the community, is a resource for small businesses, for entrepreneurs in the Hudson Valley to say, this is what I need. This is where I want to be, that resource where they can find everything that they need. So if they need a safe place to have their business live while it grows, that's what I want to be. If they need an affordable place for advertising and marketing materials, then that's what I want to be to them. If they need a resource for business financing or social media help or, whatever it might be, that's what I want to be to them. And I want them to come to me and they want to say, this is my problem. And if printing can solve that, amazing. But if it can't, then I still want to be that resource. I want to be where they come. So I'm not just cutting into people.
Not just cutting into people. You have a reason. Everybody has a why. And what I will tell you and everybody out there is it's so important to share that why with your audience, because that why will help people connect. It's why they want to do business with you, because, otherwise I'm just going to go to the V word on the internet and have things printed. And they're going to look what did your customer say yesterday?
Oh, they were extremely expensive and cheap quality. And I was like, well, those are two adjectives that don't go together.
So, but, if there's no reason behind why Amy does what she does, then, and she doesn't share that with people, then they're just going to go elsewhere. So I think that's an important thing, is sharing your why. And
they're going to overspend.
Overspend and under-receive or something along those lines. So, that's not a good thing. So, I guess, well, why don't you share some sunshine with people? Because, I always ask for sunshine from others because I'm not the sunshiniest person, but what is it that you'd like to share that would brighten people's days or brighten your day or made you smile? And then again, guys, if you have any questions, drop them there and we'll ask those questions before we wrap it up.
Sunshine. Just something fun, something unique.
Fun, something that brightened your day, something that made you smile, something that, made somebody else smile. I don't know. You got no sunshine. Come on.
Oh, gosh. So as far as sunshine, I was really excited yesterday when it was so warm outside and, you could go outside with like maybe just a hoodie on and be okay. And it wasn't, 18 inches of snow out there. But
that's sunshine.
I'm looking forward to happy hour with Jonathan. Yeah. Looking forward to that. Yes,
we do have, what is that, next week or is that the week after?
Oh, the 11th. I think it's 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today. We do have happy hour 2 weeks. So for those of you who don't know, Amy and I both sit on the directors for BNI Hudson Valley. And we do a lot of different things with the group. And one of them is happy hour. We have happy hour coming up in 2 weeks. We also have a visitors day coming up in 1 week, well, less than a week, on Tuesday, where we're going to be going over how to actually keep people engaged in your Zoom meetings. And I'm really excited about this one because Howie and another director of BNI and I are in this chapter together. And we're going to present how to keep people how to disrupt the distraction, pretty much, is what we're working on for the presentation next Tuesday. So it's a good bunch of tips to really keep people engaged in what you're doing. So asking them to ask questions. Rich, I see you there, and I see that there's 7.
It's Brittany and Rich. Yeah.
So any questions that you guys have, please engage.
And let me know if I missed any sunshine. Like, I really wasn't prepared for that question. I wasn't prepared for that. But did Taz have a question for me when she was on? Because she was the last one on in January. What did she was?
You missed Jackie last week. Jackie did, and Jackie didn't. I don't think I asked Jackie for a question 2 weeks ago. You missed Jackie, I think, because Jackie was the last one.
Oh, I did miss her. I saw Taz though on her birthday.
Yes, Taz on her birthday, and she had sunshine because it was her birthday.
Really like you. She must really, really like you.
I'm likable. No, I don't. Let me come up with a question for you though, because I'm sure I have something. I don't know.
Or what did Taz ask Jackie?
I can't remember. These are weeks ago. And I write them down and I mark them in different color pen and then no.
Ooh.
But yeah.
That's fine.
Stop telling other people's stories. Tell your own. That's the last thing I have marked in a different color pen. Yeah.
No.
Nobody there. Okay, we're going with dead air.
That is pretty good. I tend, so I default to talking about my clients when I don't feel like I have anything to talk about. And we all have like our favorite hoodie to wear. We all have our favorite pair of shoes. We all have our, right? So nobody wants to admit that they have their favorite child, right? Or their
Right.
favorite member or their favorite whatever. But we all do. And so like I've got clients that just kind of rise to the top of the pile. And so I tend to talk about them more than I talk about myself or other clients.
But
So
remember, what did I tell you? Your story, your client stories and those experiences that you have are key aspects of your business,
we
and
are.
you're what they buy. So,
Yeah. No, I know. But I have some pretty fun clients too. So, I mean, like there's that. And it's hard because I want to be supportive as like a fellow business in the community. Like if they're doing something or if they're having something, people have actually asked me like, "Do you work for them?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." So,
No, I
no,
don't.
I
I
don't.
just like,
I feel like I should. I feel like they should like put me on as like their just marketing arm. Like just yeah.
yes. And Rich Lupino says he has a favorite child,
A
but
favorite
he only
child.
has one.
But he only has one. So
He only has
we knew
one. So yeah,
there.
that's
We're your
not really.
favorite at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. Very
Yeah.
true. So, all right. So I'm going to go through one other thing that I know was important for you, and because I love to harp on things like stories,
Okay.
and things to remember. And one of the things that Amy and I recently had a conversation about was, really how to position ourselves as the business and how you need to show up in your business. And I think one of the things that hopefully she took away from it, what I was hoping she took away from it, was that it doesn't matter who you are. It's your business, and you in and of yourself are special and need to really understand that. And people are going to connect with that idea. People are going to understand and connect with, that you are something special. You are bringing something special to them and helping them out on social media. So it's really, on social media, you have to show up as yourself. So even if you're showing up as your business, you really have to show up as yourself, because people aren't buying your business, they're buying you. So I know we talked about that. I know she's getting there.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
But it is a struggle sometimes, and it's a struggle for everybody. So, just remember that you're there, you're telling your story because your story is your business story, and it's how you're going to connect with people and make a difference in their lives, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to help them solve a problem. So
I am.
all right. Well, I don't have anything else today. If Amy doesn't have anything else, did I miss anything? Anything you want people to know? How can they find you?
So you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, at Newberg Envelope, just by searching Newberg Envelope, and at newbergenvelope.com.
Excellent. So awesome. And the website looks really good. I like it.
Oh, thank you. We're still building it. We're still building it out. Definitely taking your advice and getting more pictures, more actual pictures of moi and the location itself, like some interior pictures. But like that required like tidying up, because I don't know if you've ever been in a print shop, but it's kind of chaotic sometimes. So kind of getting those pictures together and stuff like that. So I'm having fun doing that. But yeah. What about on Google, Rich? You can find me on Google. Yeah. Rich set up my Google My Business, and that is killing it too, by the way. I like put pictures up and people are looking at them and junk.
Yeah, and stuff. It's crazy, right?
Amazing.
So, and Amy is killing it with visitors, because I gave her the LinkedIn invitations to the LinkedIn people to put in.
Oh yeah. Howie called me. He's like, "Hey, those are my visitors," and I was like, "I just helped you by putting them in the system. That's all."
Yeah, we'll give you credit for him, Howie. Sorry, I just gave him to Amy to put in because I didn't want to send emails.
Oh yes.
All right. Well, that's all we have now that we're babbling about behind the scenes BNI stuff. So, well, I'll be back next week. Next Thursday, we'll be doing the Antisocial Guy's Guide to Social Media, part 2 of Reels, where I'm showing up what I'm discovering on Reels, how I'm discovering it on Reels, and what's working, what's not working. and definitely a lot more fun info on Reels. That'll be next Thursday, obviously Monday. And actually, wait, quick reminder. Next week we go back to 4:15. So next week we're going back to 4:15 for all these. So that's very, very good. You were raising your hand, Amy?
No, the quick reminder. 4:15.
Yeah, quick reminder. 4:15.
Daylight saving time.
Yeah, it's like my daylight savings time. No, we're going back. My 5 o'clocks that I was doing, it's not working at 5 o'clock, so we're going to 4:15. So I'm happy with that. I'm happier with that because I get to then end my day 45 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
Yay! So, which means I actually get to start doing work. So, all right, guys. Well, Rich is babbling. Rich has a whole lot of comments. I'm going to have to respond to.
They're all for me. So I got them.
All right. And yeah, so that's going to be it. So I will talk to you. Thank you, Amy, for joining. And I'll talk to you soon. And I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.